Hi, I'm Marni, and you're locked in to Media Spotlight UK.
This is Jen for Media Spotlight UK, and I'm very lucky to be sitting with the delectable Marni.
Hey,
hi, Cara. Well, are you feeling quite chilled being on this bed?
Honestly, good night, guys.
I think we decided we were going to do the interview down here, and then we realised it might not be that so easy for the camera situation. But yeah, it's quite nice and chilled. So, Cara, you probably deserve to be a little bit chilled because later on you've got a big night.
Yeah, I think it's my biggest show to date. I'm performing O2 Academy in Brixton.
What?
Supporting Rita Ora.
Oh my gosh.
5,000 people.
Wow.
I mean, little bit nervous.
That's mad. And also, amazing sound system in Brixton. That's the one thing I can think about. So you're going to be sounding peng out there. But also, you did a sold out gig in the waiting room, right?
Yes.
Now, how big was the waiting room?
How big was the waiting room? A couple hundred? I'm not sure. Yeah,
250. So this is massive. I'm sure you've done other size gigs, but this is like a massive jump.
This is definitely...
Wow, that is progress, isn't it? You have got your EP out right now. Love Just Ain't Enough, yeah?
It came out a couple of days ago.
Amazing.
And honestly, it just feels amazing to have it out into the world, because I feel like I've been writing for quite a while now, and it's interesting when you're in a studio, when it's just you and the producer, and you don't really hear people's feedback on your music, and to now hear everyone saying how they relate to it, and it just feels amazing. And we got best artist of the week on Apple Music, and Music Friday on Spotify. There's been such amazing support around the EP. I feel so honoured and humbled and grateful for all the amazing response I've got. So.
Congratulations, that's incredible.
Thank you.
But also I can imagine how tough that must be when you've got that waiting time and you've got dates and you're like, is it going to come out now? Is it going to come out? And then it comes out, and it must be such a relief.
It is now.
Yeah.
It's out into the world. My baby's born.
Your baby, you give birth to your baby. That's incredible. All right, so off from the EP, I've seen Love Just Ain't Enough. Is that your latest?
It's my title.
It's your title?
Yeah, title track of the EP.
Yes.
It's my most recent single.
Yes.
I think it's up there with one of my favourites. I can't say favourites because I love them all, but it was one of the first we did, which kind of, for me, set the tone of how I wanted the EP to sound sonically, with that soulful thread.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, and in terms of,
Love Just Ain't Enough.
and I know it is amazing. I mean, that music, I love that music video. I'm going to come on to another one in a moment. But
have you seen it? It just came out today.
I saw it. Yeah, it was on Evo. Yeah, I saw it, and I googled your name, and I was like, I'm going to check that out. So it's the black and white one, right?
Yeah, it just came out today.
Well, there you go.
So
I'm
you're
boosting
on
up those views, and you should too. But so Love Just Ain't Enough, was that the first? Was when you did that song? Did you then take the album title, the EP title from that, or was it always a decision to call it that?
Obviously you think around it. You think, there's options, and I had other ideas in my head, but for me it's it's a massive statement, and it is really personal to me, and it's I don't know, I just felt like in the back of my head I always had that as something I knew subconsciously I wanted to call it that, but then I was like, something else comes up, then I'm open to discussion.
You're open to it. Yeah, I understand. Okay, cool. So I want to come on to Curve.
Yes.
Read my lips. I'ma put 1,000 words in this kiss. Save it for you. Take my hand.
Is a huge success. It's very, very catchy. You've sampled a track in that. What was the sample? I was trying to get it.
I'm not gonna do that to you.
I was like, it's called Guess, or it's like, does it start with in the cool?
That's Dusty Springfield.
Dusty Springfield. It's such an
everyone
obvious
knows it, but they I don't think they clock it until I like say.
Yes, no, it's because it's so widely used. It's iconic, but I was just like, there's this. I want to get the sample out, which obviously makes it already feel quite familiar, and people want to bob along. But it's a cracking track. I mean, I know that sounds like an old man thing to say. It's a cracking track, but it really is. And let me just talk about the outfits for a second in the video. I mean, music videos are amazing to watch. I still love watching them. They're very important. They're very creative elements of being an artist, right?
And it helps, I think, get a message out.
Yes.
Even more what you're trying to say through clothing and styling.
100%. So for me, I'm thinking to myself, this girl is into her fashion, into her style. Am I correct?
You feel very correct.
So can you talk a little bit about that video and about your fashion sense?
With Curve, I mean, as you said, with the actual track, it's sonically, it sounds very soulful, old school, retro. And automatically when I finish the track, even when I'm like writing the song, I already have ideas for like what I kind of want the video to look like. And I definitely wanted it to reflect that kind of old soul within the clothing. Like you said, we had an amazing stylist called Amy Croystil, who managed to source us these incredible old kind of Hollywood glamour, the dresses and I definitely, for me, it was to help reflect that kind of soulfulness in the track and the kind of old school. It was amazing that she managed to pull these incredible outfits and share, the Cher inspired look.
Yes.
The
silver number.
The silver
number. My favourite is the green on pink.
That's one of my favourites.
Yeah.
It's people say to me, is that a shawl? Like, is it, what do you call it? Not a poncho, but it's...
like a poncho, I like a kimono, no. I don't know.
Yeah, no, and it is. It is. It's not a dress. Like, you have to wear something
underneath.
Yeah, but it was so much fun filming in that, because I just kept spinning around because all the sparkles come round with you. It comes
honestly,
out. So I just kept like playing with it, and they were like, "Can you just stay still, please?" And I'm like, "Sorry."
It was amazing. It was literally like a feast for the eyes. It was like an Instagram feast for the eyes. That's how I would describe it. So
I'm so glad you
loved it, and I'm sure a lot of other people feel that way about watching it as well. So we've talked about Curve. Let's talk about Golden.
Yes.
Can we fall? Can we face our fears and release our yesterday? We'll be stars. It's the nights like these that take our breath away.
Yeah, so Golden was it last
my
year?
debut single, my first ever
single.
Original.
Wow, your first
ever.
song and that much success.
I'm super happy with, how it's done. Like the support we've got from One Extra, Radio 1, it's been incredible. And for my first song, all I wanted it to do was just, I don't know, I was just proud of it. I was like, I'm not putting any pressure on you. And I'm so happy that people have just responded so well to it. And it will always have a kind of special place in my heart, because it's like my first.
Your first thing,
ever.
It's your first stamp. And, and I think if the work is good, people will flock to it. And that's obviously what's happened. So that's great. So, Cara, you're from North London, right? Mm-hmm. What was it like growing up in North London? Like, how has that affected your taste in music or your view of the world, would you say?
Well, actually, you live in Camden, right?
I do, yes.
We always used to hang around in Camden, which isn't far. And I definitely say, like, the music's, I don't know, it's just really vibey, creative, and I definitely feel like that's had an impact on me as a young child growing up in an area where it's just, I don't know, there's lots of inspiration, there's lots of creativity, and from a young age I've always been super into that.
Been around that. There is definitely still like a lot of music heritage in Camden, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's the punk, rock, metal. Obviously Amy's got her legacy there. So
Queen
I
Amy.
think I know Queen
God
Amy.
bless her soul.
I know. So it's got. I think there's a lot of like creative energy in Camden. So I can see how that's probably rubbed off on you.
It has.
So Cara, if you could look at yourself 2 years ago, or think about 2 years ago when you were on this trajectory, is there anything that's happened that you're like, whoa, I never envisaged that happening, or that has happened that you dreamed of?
I think I know this sounds cringy, but like even just to be just sort of doing what I love every day, that is like the biggest dream ever. Like when you're young, you just think like I am actually doing what I love every day, and for me that is like the most incredible thing I like ever.
Of course.
Like every day I wake up, I'm like, I'm performing today at just, I don't know, it's just all the little things. I know that sounds weird, like nothing major. I guess, you know, supporting Rita Ora on her girls tour is an amazing honor to be part of, and girl power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that in itself is, you know, like I said, is a massive deal. And I mean, if that's something that you didn't think about 2 years ago, then, and it's happening now, then that's like an incredible thing, isn't it? So Rita Ora picking you up, being so supportive. She's a real support of yours,
she
right?
is a true, honestly, one of the most lovely, humble, just, she's just so sweet and supportive. Like, I couldn't be more, like, have been more welcomed. Like, she's been just, I don't know, it's so lovely to see an artist of obviously her status, one of the biggest artists in the UK, to kind of be taking me under her wing and supporting me the way she has. Honestly, I'm just so thankful to her.
No, thank goodness for girls supporting girls.
Honestly,
this is real life here. This is real life technology. You know, she's a busy lady. So Cara, where can we catch you then? You're going to be on tour with Rita Ora, right?
Yes. So we've still got the European leg to go, where we'll be Germany, Milan, Paris. We've got lots more. I think tonight we'll be almost halfway through. So we've got another, after tonight, 7 shows, I think.
Okay, cool.
And then I'll be doing my headline show, BBC Introducing Headline.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Yes, BBC Introducing. Oh my goodness.
So that's on the 7th of June.
7th of June.
At the Lexington, live at Lexington.
Nice.
And then I'll be doing lots of festivals as well, Rise Festival, Endeavour Festival, which Rita's performing at as well.
Amazing.
So the tour family will be reunited.
Thank you so much, Cara. I just want to make sure that you know, kick BUTT. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say that. That's so innocent, isn't it? Kick butt and get lots of sleep and rest and drink lots of water.
Thank you.
Like your mum.
Thanks, Mum.
But thank you so much. You've been with me, Jen, and Cara on
Jen.
Media Spotlight UK.
Thank you for having me.
No problem.
Have you ever felt like this before? Your